Hello and welcome to a book review presentation on strength-based leadership, great leaders, teams, and why people follow by Tom Rath and Barry Conchie. Let's take a quick look at the two authors. Tom Rath has been a part of the Gallup organization for over 14 years, authoring best-selling books such as How Full Is Your Bucket and Strength Finders 2.0. He's well known for his numerous appearances on the Wall Street Journal's bestseller list. Rath earned his bachelor's degree in psychology from the University of Michigan and a master's degree from the University of Pennsylvania. He remains active in worldwide research and leadership consulting. Barry Conchie is a highly sought-after consultant as an expert in executive and team evaluations such as succession planning. Currently, he leads Gallup's executive leadership consulting, but previously worked as a public sector in London before joining the Gallup team. In view of Gallup's great history in leadership research, the purpose of this book elaborates on the keys to effective leadership. It includes 150 pages of additional resources which explain strength-based leading behaviors. Worldwide research with over 10,000 followers suggests these three key concepts to effective leaders. 1. Effective leaders invest in strengths. It is crucial to invest in personal strengths and the strengths of others. Part 1 of the book elaborates on this idea of the Clifton's 34 themes of talent as laid out in Strength Finders 2.0. 2. Effective leaders collaborate with the right people and capitalize on their teams. Part 2 expands on the concept of work team engagement, that leaders must seek partnerships that will compensate for their own limitations. And 3. Effective leaders understand the followers' 4 basic needs. Part 3 clarifies these needs of trust, compassion, stability, and hope. Leaders aim to develop followers to be effective leaders so that their leadership extends beyond their own lifetime. This book is written for business leaders such as C-suite executives, directors, and managers across all industries. Strength-based leadership is a valuable tool for team captains, committee chairs, group project heads, department and section coordinators, charges, and team leads. However, this book is not just limited to leaders in titled positions, and I feel it is also applicable for personal and professional self-development of any staff member in the workplace. In looking at the book's strengths, one can first consider the 30 years of Gallup research in the topic of strengths. With such a long-running history of data, this book leaves the reader with confidence in the literature versus questions of speculation. Also, the book directly correlates with the book Strength Finder 2.0 and offers the opportunity to complete a self-assessment to discover your own personal top 5 strengths and participate in new leadership versions of the Strength Finders web-based program. It additionally includes research, personal interviews, engaging stories, and attainable ideas for every leader. Rath and Conchie engage the reader with the use of relatable scenarios and stories that bring these concepts to life, keeping the reader informed and entertained. On the other hand, the book may set aside the concept of improving one's own limitations due to its grounded focus in strengths alone. There seems to be room for expansion for understanding our weaknesses as part of self-reflection and becoming an effective leader. Also, a majority of the book's references are Gallup-based. Gallup polls and leadership interviews, Gallup Management Journal, and the Gallup Press. It may lead the reader to question the applicability of the internal research. Tom Rath and Barry Conchie were able to precisely achieve their objectives in identifying these keys to effective leadership. By answering the question, is anyone fully equipped with top-notch strengths in all leadership areas? What makes great leadership teams and why do people follow? This book sticks to these objectives and leaves the reader satisfied. Rath and Conchie make their points unmistakable in 95 pages of easy reading, ready to put into practice in the work environment. Decades of research went into the topic of strength-based leadership, including over 20,000 interviews, half a century of Gallup polls, and over 1 million work team studies. 3 sections of additional resources provide an overview of the book's supporting evidence, including other evidenced books, such as Strength Finders 2.0, First Break All the Rules, and 12, The Elements of Managing, along with years of Gallup poll data. I would highly recommend this book for any business leader or employee from C-level to entry-level internships. seeking personal and professional development in his or her organization. The book not only offers extensive research-based ideas and strategies, but also provides tools to help guide leadership practices. Strength-based leadership walks you through the steps of becoming an effective leader, while the additional resources offer the premise for research behind the book, which adds to the reliability and understanding of these key points. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy reading Strength-Based Leadership, Great Leaders, Teams, and Why People Follow.